you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you are a first timer, welcome to the channel. This is the Clark Griswold YouTube channel. I am Mr. Clark Griswold. We're here to bring you stock setups, trading tools to help you learn to trade in the stock market. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. You can comment there. You can ask me questions there. You can DM there. Make sure you follow me there. We put out daily option setups on that on Twitter as well, and we do the same thing here. They're just a little bit longer, so comment below, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell. That bell gives you the notifications for when we send out these videos, and you can go check them out as they pop up. So today we are doing the daily setups for February 14th. I take my strikes just out of the money, and I put my expiry date to the closest one when I'm day trading. So you guys don't have to. That's the way I like to play them. So let's get at it. Day trades, February 14th list for you guys to go through. SPY is just one of the companies I always leave on here. There's no real setup for SPY, but I like to watch it, and I like to try and take plays on SPY almost every day. NEO is another one of those companies that I'm just heavily invested in, so I always like to keep them on my board to pay attention to see where they're going. But the first one is AMC. AMC on the daily. So my daily chart is set up on my top left, my weekly on my top right, my hourly on the bottom left, and the monthly is on the bottom right. And I've just started to keep these up to show you guys if there is a way to get in earlier on an earlier entry, or if this is this, then this is also that down here. It's just a way to possibly get in earlier. Anyways, let's get started here. I'm mumble jumbling here. AMC on the daily chart, we have an inside bar. You can take calls at $19.66, puts at $18.33. The day, the week, and the month have time frame continuity to the upside. We are stuck on an inside bar on the monthly. If we go to Activision, ATVI, gaming company, I believe bought by Microsoft for like $69 million. Inside bar on Activision. We're also inside on the monthly, but our calls would be at $81.84, puts at $81.06. We look on the hourly, nothing really to go off of there except for maybe a rev strat here. And let's go on to Fubo, Fubo. Well, Fubo was doing something really interesting. They were looking at, so they're a streaming service, but they were looking at letting you gamble right from the TV screen. Now, I don't know if that's going to come to fruition, but it's an excellent idea for sports gamblers. So Fubo also has an inside bar. Calls at $11.67, puts at $10.54 on the hourly. We also have an inside bar. So if we go to the downside and we get to our first target, you know you're breaking this as well. So you should be in this for a short play. And that's kind of why I put these multiple screens on. So if you're looking on the hourly and on the hourly we break this, and the hourly is sitting here at the close of Friday. So if we open and we break that, we're likely going to come down below into our triggers as well. And then targets would be at 10:45, 10:46. Second targets are at this candle here. Okay, and I maybe should have gone through this before. You guys are maybe wondering why classified as an inside candle. So all an inside candle is, and I know most of you guys probably know this, some of you guys don't who are watching maybe for the first time, but an inside candle, which is this yellow one here, I have it marked as in a yellow just for me to easily see it, but it does not break the highs of the previous candle or the lows of the previous candle, and it doesn't matter what time frame we're looking at. If we're at the week, the day, the hourly, the monthly, an inside bar is an inside bar. Okay, so we have an inside bar on GameStop. Time frame continuity on the hourly, daily, weekly, monthly as of last week, the end of last week, is all green. So calls would be at $129.98, puts at $120.91. Next up is Mastercard MA. Mastercard, we have an outside bar on Friday. Time frame on the day, the week, and the month are all red. So calls would be at $380.92, puts at $367.73. We are 2 up on the month, but it is red. Currently, Netflix usually has pretty high premiums. We have an outside bar on Netflix. Calls at $411.90, puts at $387.14. Inside bar currently on the monthly, so there may still be some drop around there, but it doesn't mean that we don't have possible daily setups. PFE, Pfizer, I talked about this one as there was a setup in the weekly on the right-hand side as a possible rev strat. And so this is one of the ones where we look at time frame continuity is to the downside, currently outside of Friday's daily close and hourly close. But we look at a high of 51, or a trigger of 51.27 here, and we have a trigger on the weekly for Pfizer on a reversal at 53.56. So here, this yellow line is our daily trigger. So it's very possible that if we hit this daily trigger, we could also break into a rev strat. So it's just something to watch for, and that's why I put up these multiple time frames here. And then same thing would happen on the monthly. So on the monthly, currently we are 2 down. So if this does happen to come up, and we're gonna probably change to green on the monthly as well, your weekly will be green and your daily, and you'll see the flip there from red to green. Interest PINS. We have a double outside bar on Pinterest. So calls, we're looking at $27.77, puts at $25.21. The same trigger on the daily we have for the trigger on the inside bar weekly. Okay, so time frame to the downside currently, but keep an eye on that. If we break this day, we're also breaking this week to the downside, okay? TD Toronto Dominion Bank, we have a possible reversal. We had a 2 up that finished red. Okay, so our puts we'd be looking for here are $84.16, but we do have a lot of green to the upside outside of the Friday, so we may not hit this. TD might just continue in its upward trend as it has had a great 2022 so far. If we look year to date, they are up 10% and then 42% in the last year. Good for TD. Oh, next up on the list, we're almost through here. So TDoc, that's Teledoc. We have an outside bar, puts at, where are we at? Puts, this is slow. Puts at 68.73, puts at 70, or calls at 74.52. Time frame is to the upside, and we are on an inside bar on the monthly. WMT, that's Walmart. Walmart has an outside bar, time frame to the downside, calls at 137.22, puts at 134.15. And guys, I give you guys these setups, and you guys can go through and fine tune them if you'd like. I like to usually play the ones that have the time frame to the downside, and that's the ones I watch more closely. Okay. CHWI, that's Chewy Inc. Inside bar on the daily. Calls at 53.16, puts at $50.77. Let's see what happens with this on Monday. You could have a Rev Strat on the hourly. Monthly is an inside bar. Tattooed Chef was on my weekly plays, also on our daily plays. Tattooed Chef has a 1-2 down. Okay, so we could look for a possible Rev Strat here at buying calls at $12.55, but we are on the downside for time frame, and the month is still on an inside bar, so I'm not sure how likely this one is. As I said, this isn't one I would watch too closely because of the time frame, but it is on my list just because it is a possible setup. And when you play against the time frame, there's just less probability of the trade being a winning one. Okay, so Planet 13, I'm not sure if there's options on Planet 13. It's again just one of those stocks that I like to pay attention to because I have a longer term investment in it. But calls at $3.22 on the reversal. So we have a doji candle. We'd be looking for this to go to the high side, going up. So calls at $3.22 if there are option plays on this. And another thing, guys, I don't like to play options if the spread between the bid and the ask is too far. If we're looking at, $2.50 versus $2, I'm not jumping in that, okay? Because I'm out money if I'm slapping the ask on that. Okay, and the limit orders take a little bit longer to fill sometimes, especially when the volume isn't there. And it's less liquid. So SPY you never have that problem with. They're always really tight within a penny, sometimes 3 pennies, but not all of them always have that small spread, so they're a little bit tougher to trade. MU, Micron Technology, has an inside bar on the daily. We'll be looking at this one, 94.59 for calls, 89.76 for puts. And when we're day trading, I usually just like to look at the week, the day, and the hourly, okay, for what I'm playing. So NVAX. Okay, so we have NVAX, NVAX, Novavax Inc. Inside bar on Nova. Calls at $94.31, puts at $88.31. We also have this set up on my weekly plays here as it is an outside bar. And what else? Inside bar on the monthly. And then the last one I have here is Alcoa Corporation. That's AA. We have an outside bar. Full time frame to the upside. So calls at $74.52, puts at $68.73. Okay, so those are your day trades, daily setups for February 14th. I will be putting out Twitter notifications for the 1 week swing plays and these daily plays, but there will only be probably 4 of them that I'm really going to look into. Compare notes, give me a follow on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold. I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the watches, the views, the subscriptions, the follows on Twitter. I'm really grateful to be able to do these videos for you guys and bring them to you and give you the information on Twitter as well. And I don't know, I just feel really grateful and it's nice to be able to help out other traders when I can and help you guys be successful and make a buck, because not everybody wants to work a job that they don't love. So good luck next week, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.